So again, who made up the stories? It wasn't me. I've been gaslighted for 9 years, since 2015, when I'm there going, yeah, like I even told these ridiculous social workers, like the deadbeats, like Akon, Bobby Goldsmith, these fucking losers. It's like, but I'm not broke. Giovanni is. But Giovanni's been bankrupt since I met him. He was broke ass poor living in a share house. He's always been broke ass poor with no money. That's nothing to do with me. That's how he was when I found him. When I found him, he had nothing. No money, no assets, no belongings, and really his taste in things is just cheap. Cheap find on the street stuff, where I brought expensive items from, auction houses and so forth, and estate auctions, and imports of Art Deco, and imports of Georgian, and imports of Edwardian, and imported from the UK music chair from the Victorian times. Everything's got maker's marks. My stuff's expensive. He's just cheap. He's just a cheap socialist communist. Mine, I had almost 50,000 a year earnings 20 years ago in my 20s, so I saved most of it because my rent was low. I only had that $300 a week rent when I'm on 50,000 a year. That's the difference. And I sold my investment property in 2008, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend that money. And because everyone's like, oh, he sold it because he needed the money. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm on part salary payment after I was mugged. I don't need the money. And there was a, why'd you sell your house? And I'm like, because it was too far away. I didn't want an investment property 4 hours away. It was just too far away for me to worry about. And I had enough to worry about after I was mugged. So I just said, I'll put it up for sale and sell it, see what I can get for it. And I got $189,000 for it. I was like, okay, I don't have any really much mortgage to pay. So most of that's going in the bank. And what do I do with it? It's sat in the bank. 10 years later, I bought a place in America with it. So I got these losers making up stories saying they had money issues and financial issues. I'm like, no, I didn't. I've never had any debts. I don't owe money. The acting scene I did in the Go Get van in December 2016 was to catch Giovanni up because Brett Aikenhead was telling me he's recording you and you're under surveillance because of the lie about me in 2015. So I'm like, okay. So I'm there going, oh, and I'm being this big smart-ass loser. Well, not loser. I'm not the loser. The losers were the ones recording me. I was like, so none of that's true. Fucking dickheads. And I said to my mum, none of this, look, these games of the last 9 years of me playing pranks on people from 2016 to 2018, like I did in December 2016. Oh, and then the fucking losers of people, the removalist. Yeah, I'm sorry, he deserved to be yelled at. If he was white Australian, I would have laid into him so much more. But it's because he wasn't white Australian that I calmed myself down. If he was a white, ochre, bogan Australian, I would have fucking screamed that apartment building down like it would have been. But because he was ethnic, I was much more calm about it. Simple. If he was an Australian, I would have lost it with him and called him everything under the sun. After he took a chunk out of that expensive dining table. Yeah. And then worried about white goods that are replaceable. Yeah. My stuff's expensive. I worked most of my life on really good salary. I've worked more than one job. I had a shitload of income coming in. Okay, fair enough. Even when it was cash in hand income, it was still good income. But yeah, so please, and I'm not going to be some low life and help friggin' people. Oh my God, the acting scene in 2016 and 2018. I just want to help these people. I'll help you get arrested, you loser, with a fucking single mum and a daughter. Deadbeat people that have drug issues or alcohol issues and crap. Oh my fucking God. Ugh, gross. Those people need to be all rounded up and put in an area and fence them in. Oh, hang on. They tried that with Mount Druitt. It's a good start. Keep those lowies there, please. So, I own my car outright. Always owned all my cars outright. There was none of these bullshit lies that was going on. I owned every piece of belonging and asset and so forth before I met Giovanni, most of it, actually. There was my jewelry. So there was none of this, well, where's his money all gone? What are you talking about? It didn't go anywhere. You're the one making up the stories. What happened coming back from Australia is that America treated me so badly because apparently someone said I was some drug dealer or some drug user. And they put me in situations in America that was for people that are really bad characters of people. So I thought was forced. Well, not they didn't, but I was like, no, I'm not putting up with this. And get fucked, America, see ya. Like, you're just a fucking dirty, low-life country that decriminalise cannabis. Piss off. Seriously, I hope Australia never, ever has that horrible socialist, communist feel that America had at the moment. It's disgusting. I won't go back there. It's nothing. Oh, we're making up more trauma. No, it's not fucking trauma. They're cunts. Immigration are fucking cunts the way they treated me. Oh, piss off if you think I'm going to support immigration. Get fucked. Oh, what a green card to America that's not worth the plastic it's fucking printed on. Because they let how many illegal immigrants into America? Oh, wake up to your fucking self. It's only a green card to America. It's not like it's worth anything, you morons. How many fucking illegal immigrants are in that bloody country? And you think holding a green card to, oh, you go for immigration with the fucking dumb Yanks and the dickheads on the interview, and they're so strict on the people coming in the right way. Like, you know how many illegal immigrants come into your country all the goddamn fucking time? Your country's full of it. And you're harassing me? I'm Australian. I'm born in Australia. My grandparents fought in the war for Australia. What the fuck do you think you are, you dirtbag? You're just a fucking shithole. Fuck off. Like, fuck off with all your dirty illegal immigrants. Piss off, you fucking loser. So I cut the fucking thing up. It's like, fuck off, mate. Yeah, you took 80,000 American from me, you took. You dumb shithole of a fucking country. But don't fucking come to Australia, because I'll treat Americans how I was treated in America. Yeah, you took 80,000 American, you've got I left all my expensive furniture and assets behind, sitting there, so you little dirty lowlife, oh, we made cannabis and get high, fucking losers of people, are using all expensive French wingback cigar chairs and my Edwardian cabinet and my Louis XIV style marble top commode that was a replica of, but it was made in the 1880s. So yes, it's a replica of Louis XIV style marble top commode, but it was made in the 1880s. Okay? So it's still an antique from the 1880s. Right? Now get fucked. Fucking lowies with your, equality, your socialism, your communism. Oh, we're all in this together. No, we're not. No, we're not. And your distribution of wealth. No, we are not. Thank you very much. No, we are not in all this together. No, we are not equality. Yes, there is a class order, and yes, it's going to stay that fucking way. And I hope to God this deadbeat piece of shit houso that stupid Australians voted in as our fucking Prime Minister gets booted out real soon. So, my money. Yeah. Cunts of America, I sold my condo and was forced to use that to live on. Had no choice because you wanted to play your little bullshit games. Oh, you're so leftist, you wankers. Oh, you're so socialism and we're all for the people and humanity and it's like putting up with Buddhist people. And freedom Buddhists and Tibetan monks and all these feel-good fucking crap. Fuck off with your fucking shit. Do I look like a character person that puts up with that type of rubbish? It's the same fucking losers that project their crap onto me, thinks I'm somebody that was depressed or suicidal in the last fucking 9 years. Get fucked. Get fucked. I turned around in 2015 and said I'm getting lied about. Do I look like a character of a person that would ever be upset about me? And it's me dumping my partners, dumping a relationship or losing a relationship or someone dying? Or do I look like a person that's like, they've dropped dead, but I'm still here? Perfect. I'm that person. Oh, well, they've had a good life. They're dead. I'm still kicking. More time to make more money. More money, more toys, more fun. More beautiful things. Like, my stuff's not fucking cheap. Okay, I don't go for tin bullshit. I've got proper solid silver items. Like I said, when it was the same time when Mum said I've got to sell my thoroughbred hack. She came down to my place when I was living in the apartment building there in St Leonard's, in Herbert Street, St Leonard's. And it was around my birthday time in April 2005. And she brought me this most beautiful, and I treasure it like you wouldn't believe. And it's Art Deco. It's so classy Art Deco. It's so me. I can't believe Mum knows me so well like that. See, we should just friggin' stop with the friggin' lowy crap and stop with the uniting church. Just friggin' go back and be capitalist. Make money, spend money. Be capitalist. Go off and go get tennis lessons. Like Mum used to love playing tennis. Carol, my mum. Like fucking hell. Make more money, spend more money. Go back to a law firm where you've got a good salary. Be normal. Don't be around the fucking lowies. Like, the people in my street down the other end, oh, like, if I ever have to live around people like that again, it's like, if I had my car, like today I'm sitting here, like after I had a conversation with some lowies, I'm like, oh God, oh, where's my Beamer? You know, I sold my horse for more than what my BMW was worth. I'm like, oh God, I'll just grab my dog when I jump in and drive to Mum's. Oh my God, I'll be at Mum's, be lazy by the pool, go and see Marge next door. Marge is gorgeous. I hope she's still alive. The Morbies, I think Mrs. Morby, I think they've sold that beautiful big house next door to Mum's. You know, the Duns are still up the road. Mrs. Dunn would go up there and have a bitch about Mum's boyfriends. Like I used to Mrs. Dunn, because I did. Just to go and bitch about Mum's boyfriends. Because I used to, Mrs. and Mr. Dunn like Mum, she's like, oh, but Justin, the guy she's dating now, I'm like, oh, don't tell me. Oh, you know how that happened? Oh, this is true. I'm at the powerhouse. And Mrs. Dunn was there working. I used to be close to Rachel Dunn and so forth. Rachel had this fabulous little sports car to pick me up in. Just go cruising. What happened to Rachel Dunn? Anyway. So, Mrs. Dunn's having a little bitch of me. She goes, Justin, but that boyfriend your mum's... I'm like, oh, don't tell me. Oh, my God. And do you know how this happened? So, Amanda went to university, and of course I'm not even home, and Mum hasn't got Faith around. Anyway, so she needed someone to do the fences. And she got this guy. I'm like, Mrs. Dunn, he was the fencer. He built our fences. Like, he was working for my mum was paying him. He's the guy that did our fences. This Dave, that's where my mum lost all her, the class, her sanity. She went with Dave. Seriously, my ex-boyfriend, John, used to go, oh, the ranch hand. Like, yeah, the fucking ranch hand. And Mum's there being like, oh, you don't like him because you think he's got no money, but he owns this big... I'm like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Carol, money doesn't buy class. He's still who he is. It doesn't matter how much money he has. He's still who he is. He could win the lottery tomorrow and be exactly who he is. Money doesn't buy class. And people on my mum's street would tell you that. Go to Marge. Marge is this fabulous, eccentric lady. It's stunning. Love her. Who turned her property into this beautiful park. Oh, God, I adore Marge. And that house of Marge. Oh, God, I miss her. Hope she's still alive. Anyway. So it's like, seriously, Carol, you've got to stop with your lorries. My God, like, I don't know what happened to my mother. But the Dave, it wouldn't matter if he's a multimillionaire, Carol. Makes no difference. People win the lottery every day and you look at them and say, but you're still who you are. Money doesn't buy class, sweetheart. You've got it. It's the way you're raised. It's how you are. It's like when you're raised by a snobby great-grandmother like Mary Sayer, or Mary Keegan, because she married a Keegan, my great-grandmother, and her brother, Leo Patrick Sayer. He was an extreme snob that spoke with a really strong plum in his mouth. Or Lola, even Reg. Because Reg was not wealthy. But Pop always said, because he wanted Amanda and myself to be like Nan's mother's side of the family. And Reg, guess what? I told me in the year 2000 when he said, I never wanted you guys to hang around with Sis and Shane and Christy. Never. I'm like, but I said to Pop, so I always thought when they were living at Knox Road and we were going over there, he's like, no, never. He goes, we're just doing that as a family to catch up, but I've never, ever wanted you to affiliate with them. I don't want Shane and Christy rubbing off on you and Amanda. I was hoping with your mother that I would have one daughter that would turn out like your grandmother's family. Like meaning Lola, Mary, and Julia. Because Pop said they were beautiful, they're ladies. Your Nana went to ladies' college, Justin. And I said, and Nan's like, yeah, I went to finishing school and I studied to be a clerk. And she goes, and that's what I wanted. So Pop wanted beautiful, classy, wealthy, refined, because he didn't have it. And he wanted it, which was his wife's family. So Reginald George Purdy, my grandfather, who was from Balmain, Roselle, his wife's family, that Pop said, they've got money. And I've like, why? And I even said to Nan, because Pop's telling me these stories, I said, Nan, why did you marry Pop then? Because they've all said, like, because Pop was not up to Nan's class. And Nan goes to me, because he could dance. That's what Nan said, he could dance. Yeah, because that's how he won me over, he could dance. He didn't have anything. He was like from Balmain, but he could dance. So, oh, that's so sweet. So yeah. Anyway, and they ended up in Blacktown in 1962, but none of us, because we ever knocked it, and it's like, Justin, it was a beautiful area. It was a 1962 subdivision, and we moved from the city. We were living in a terraced house. You know, I'm not going to do this video for that. But again, Carol, seriously. So I used to bitch with Mrs. Dunn. I'd be going in the powerhouse. I'd be like, walking around Mrs. Dunn. She's like, oh. So I said, oh, you know how this happened, Mrs. Dunn. And they all knew in the street. In the street Mum lived, they were looking, going, but that's who's doing the fence. Like didn't Carol pay him? Like, that's, like, that, I don't know how to say this right without, this is going to get twisted around. But that's like staff. Your mum paid him. Like, he was working for your mum. I'm like, yeah. He's working on the property for your mum. Like, yeah. Exactly. He was like imagine that coming home. It's like, I remember walking in, I kid you up to Mum's house, and Dave was sitting in the formal living room. And I remember back then going to Amanda, going, you know, Dave's in the formal sitting room? Like, Dave in the formal, like, Amanda's like, we don't even sit in there. Like, but he's just working for Mum. Amanda came down from Armidale and just done at Armidale University. And it's like, what's going on? I'm like, you tell me. Is Mum going out with him? Like, are you kidding me? Like, he was paid to do the work around the property. And Mum's going out with him? That's where Mum's trouble started. Back then in 1998, 1999. You know? That's where, yeah. I don't really give a shit. I've tried to not be a snob in my life to try and fit in. I can't do it. Oh, my God. I really can't do it. So, yeah. No, sorry. Get fucked, US. You're full of fucking shit people. Oh, it's like putting up with immigration. Oh, we're all in it together. No, we're not. Get fucked. You were dragged up, sweetheart. Meanwhile, my horse was worth more than my BMW. So, get fucked. Thanks very much. And so anyway, going back to how this video started. So I'm living in St. Leonard's. So it's April 2005. Mum brings me, I said Mum knows me so well. So I love my cigar lounge and I love my humidors and so forth. So in 2005 for my birthday, Mum buys me the most beautiful German crystal decanter. And it was stunning. It's Art Deco. I treasure it. It's stunning. I love it. So Mum's like, because I know you love cognac and you have your cognac in it. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So I have it for my little cognac, right? In 2006, Mum buys me the most amazing humidor. It's in the shape of a 1920s car. So it's this stunning humidor, right, that sat on the table in the shape of a 1920s car. And it used to go paired really nice with a beautiful decanter I had. So this fabulous cigar lounge. And the fuck, just think about it, he's like, what the fuck am I doing in Sydney? It's full of fucking plebs. God, it's fucking disgusting. Anyway, back to this, oh God, it's full of fucking poor people. So then, when I was getting the shits because Mum wouldn't correct the lies since 2015, so I'm in America around all these deadbeat losers of people in the condominium. Oh, it's like the same people that are in the street down the other end. Seriously, if you are actually in the street where I live and you go down the other end, you put up with some of these people and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. What type of upbringing do they have? Oh, gross. Anyway, in the condominium where I brought, I was like putting up with these people. I'm just like, right, Carol, I've been getting lied about since 2015. I'm not really you're going to put up with any more of this. Despite me being a smart ass pranking some useless organisation from 2016 to 2018, it's not here or there. And I grabbed it. Mum's like, don't you dare throw that. I'm like, that's humidor. She goes, that cost me a lot of money. I'm like, really? Then you call now the government and you get these lies corrected about me. You do it. So how am I supposed to do that? I'm like, there we go. Put it out the front. Close the door. Within a second, some loser with a kid, some deadbeat houser with a kid picked it up thinking it was a kid's toy. I'm like, that's a very expensive kid's toy, you moron. What do? You see a wooden car? They're so dumb. They're so uneducated. They're so poor. They're just dumb, poor people that probably went to a public school system and literally thought that was a car. I'm like, that's an expensive humidor. Like, humidor that you put your cigars in. It's an expensive humidor. You dumb fucking houser. Oh man, I've got to go to Mum's. Seriously, I should never have left. Sydney. I should never have bothered with a fucking green card. Oh, well, not now. Fuck it. Why would I go to America? It's communist, socialist, and plebetarian, full of illegal immigrants.